Greetings from SDMIC classes. Nothing is impossible for a brave and hard-working person with a willing mind. You should have a willing mind to achieve the goal. Students must have the qualities of desire, decision, and determination. If these three qualities are there, students can achieve anything in life. We continue with our chapter 2, Accounts of Not-for-Profit Concern, Part 5, and this is the 5th class. Hope you must have watched my previous classes. I believe you all must have understood. Now pay attention. Let us continue. The last class we learned balance sheet. What is this? Balance sheet is a statement of assets and liabilities to know the financial position of any organization, whether it may be a profit-making organization or a non-profit-making organization. To know the assets and liabilities or the financial position of a organization, and this is similar to this all things we described and explained in the last class, and now and then I have shown the specimen of income and expenditure and balance sheet. Now in this class we will learn some implied adjustments. Hope you remember in the 11th class we learned some implied adjustments or some important adjustments in final accounts, means important entries. See, first once the trial balance is prepared and there are some adjustments coming after that. Adjustments are not directly passed through the books of accounts. After the first trial balance is prepared, these adjustments are coming, and when we are making, we have to make that entries with the first trial balance. Then these adjustment entries should be passed through the final accounts, or if it is means that if you are making suggested in practical, if those adjustments are coming, that can be passed through the books of accounts and then take a final trial balance, and then profit and loss account and balance sheet can be prepared. And still there are some entries that cannot be passed through the books of accounts, like see some suppose if there is some closing stock entries and all these things are coming, these entries we can some adjustments which may not come into the trial balance, that entries we have to pass directly through the profit and loss account and balance sheet. So these adjustment entries, these important adjustment and some hidden adjustments, these also we learned in chapter 11. I hope you remember that. If you don't understand, just go and see that, means that adjustment entries in the final accounts, that particular thing. And when we were making that learning that chapter 1, introduction to partnership and partnership accounts, we learned that. Okay, now in this also, in this not-for-profit organization also, there are some implied adjustments. Implied means there is some adjustments are there that has to be passed, but it cannot be seen in the it may not be seen in the receipts and payments account, like trial balance in the case of the trading concern, and receipts and payments accounts in case of not-profit organization. In receipts and payment account, some additional information is given regarding certain entries. On the basis of such information, some accounting adjustments are necessary. Such adjustments are known as implied or hidden adjustments. Hidden hai means implied hai, but it cannot be seen. That is the thing. Some implied or hidden adjustments are given below. These items are given in receipts and payment account. For example, rent is shown as 11 months. It is shown as in the receipts and payments account. Rent received, rent 11 months means 11,000. This is 1,000 per month. So for 12 months it should be 12,000. That means 1,000 rupees for the month of March. This entry is not there. So that is an outstanding rent. This entry has to be passed. See, this entry, this will be added to the rent account and then taken as a outstanding liability in the asset liability side of the balance sheet. See these entries. This we have already learned, but here also these type of adjustments are coming. Rent for 11 months it is written. So that is 11,000 means 1,000 rupees is short for 12 months. The accounting year is 12 months. So this is implied. When it is written that it is 11 months, then it is implied that 1 month is pending. That is the implied adjustments or hidden adjustment. That 1 month entry has to be passed. You know that no means accounting year is 1 year, that is starting from 1st April to ending on 31st March. So it is 12 months. So if it is mentioned that rent paid for 11 months, that is implied that 1 month is pending, 1 month outstanding is to be added. That is the thing. So simple. Then 10% loan taken from Bank of India. So loan rupees 20,000. The loan, and it is and in bracket it is given taken on 1st January 2020. वो लिखा है 1 जनवरी 2020 को ये जो लोन लिया है बैंक ऑफ इंडिया से 20,000 रुपीज़, और उसमें बाकी कुछ मेंशन नहीं किया है. नथिंग इज मेंशन एक्स्ट्रा. इट इज़ द इंटरेस्ट अमाउंट, वो कुछ नथिंग इज मेंशनड. इट इज़ जस्ट said that 10% loan taken from Bank of India, 20,000 rupees taken from loan taken from Bank of India at the rate of 10% interest per annum. The rate of interest 10% per annum, and it is written that it is taken on 1st January 2020. So what we have to do, the implied adjustment, implied entry is that implied adjustment or hidden adjustment is that the interest entry is to be passed. So that interest means loan is taken on 1st January. The 1st January to 31st March is 3 months. The 3 months interest entry needs to be passed. Okay, because the interest amount or nothing is given. It is just mentioned 10% loan taken from Bank of India and taken on 1st January. So we have to calculate that 10%. That means what will be the 10% loan for 1 year? It is 2,000. So for 3 months it is 500. Sorry, for 3 months, 4 quarter, it is 500 rupees. So this 500 rupees entry needs to be passed. Okay, this entry needs to be passed. That is the reason it is just mentioned, and there is nothing, detail is not given. No details is given. Only just this is mentioned. Interest amount or interest this much is there. Nothing is written. Only this is written. 10% loan taken from Bank of India, 20,000 taken on 1st January 2020. So the implied or hidden factor is here is that interest for 3 months, the last quarter interest for the quarter 1st January to 31st March means 3 months interest needs to be passed, okay, into the income and expenditure account, and that entry needs to be added to the Bank of India, means this loan account, or bank must have debited that in the bank account. Third, leasehold land 1 lakh for 10-year term from this, and the leasehold land is taken from 1st April 2019. So it is just mentioned that what is the lease for that particular year. It is not written, it is not given, it is not mentioned. It is just written that leasehold land 1 lakh. And that is for how many years? It is for 10 years. So for 1 year it is how much? It is 10,000. So and it is written that for 10 years term. So for 10 years it is 10,000, and it is this lease is taken. The leasehold land is taken from 1st April 2019. That 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020 is 1 year. So the 10,000 rupees entry needs to be passed. Okay, and that leasehold land out of 1 lakh, 10,000 rupees entry needs to be deducted and then and debited to the income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account, and the balance 90,000 needs to be carried forward in the balance sheet. That is a entry. That is the implied entry. Now sale proceeds of furniture, book value 7,500 and 8,000. This entry needs to be passed because this is a sale of furniture, and this entry book value is 7,500 and sold at 8,000. So this entry is 8,000 rupees income received, and the book value 7,500. So knock out 7,500 and the extra 500 rupees, that extra means that is a surplus. So that needs to be added to the capital fund. Got it? Then now by 10% fixed deposit, the deposit on 1st January 2020, rupees 1 lakh. So here fixed deposit amount is 1 lakh, and the fixed deposit is kept at the rate of 10% per annum interest and deposited on 1st January 2020. Here also the case is like the similar what we said in the earlier second point, like 1st January 2020 to 31st March 2020 is 3 months. So this 3 months interest needs to be taken into the income, okay, because this is a fixed deposit. We receive that interest from fixed deposit. So 10% is 10,000, and for 3 months it is 2,500, means 4 quarter ka ye karke. I'll show you. In the above example, implied adjustment entry is outstanding interest on fixed deposit, interest receivable, means interest to be received from the bank on fixed deposit, because here no receipts of interest on fixed deposit is given. Amount kitna hai, kitna receive kiya hai, kuch likha nahi hai, nothing is mentioned here. And the rate of interest on fixed deposit is given along with the date of deposit with the bank. Therefore it becomes necessary to take into account the outstanding interest on fixed deposit for 3 months, that is 1/1/2020 to 31st March 2020, that is 3 months at 10% per annum, that is 2,500. That is for 1 year it is 10,000, for 4 quarter it is 2,500, for each quarter it is 2,500. So last quarter means for 3 months it is 2,500. Simple, no? Not confused, no? It is not difficult. You understand, no? It's simple. That means again I am explaining that 10%, 1 lakh का 10% कितना है? 10,000 rupees. ओके, सो 10,000 रुपीज़ वो एक ईयर को, एक साल को, जो 12 महीने को 4 क्वार्टर में डिवाइड किया जाता है, 3 मंथ्स 3 मंथ्स 3 मंथ्स 3 मंथ, सो 4 क्वार्टर में डिवाइड किया जाता है. तो 4 क्वार्टर का 10,000 रुपीज़ इंटरेस्ट है 1 ईयर का. सो 1 क्वार्टर का कितना हो गया डिवाइडेड बाई 4, 10,000 डिवाइडेड बाई 4, 2,500. ओके, that's so simple. Now adjustment in final accounts. The outstanding interest of fixed deposit 2,500 should be credited to the income and expenditure account, and it is shown on assets side of the balance sheet, or add to the fixed deposit or show separately on the asset side as interest receivable. Normally it will be added with the fixed deposit, because fixed deposit interest will be, means suppose if it is not a monthly crediting fixed deposit, interest credited at the time of maturity होगा तो interest add back करते जाएगा, interest add on करते जाएगा, every year वो add on करते जाएगा. At the time of maturity principal amount plus interest will be transferred or credited to the bank account. That way it is. It's so simple. Now capital fund. A capital fund is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet of not for profit concern. Same way sole proprietor रहने दो, partnership रहने दो, in case of corporate companies रहने दो. Corporate companies में security share capital करके बोल रहा है, means अपना partners capital, इसमें partners capital account बोलते हैं, sole proprietor में capital account बोलते हैं. And here also in not for profit concern also a capital fund, we say that it is a capital fund. The capital fund is in all the cases it is shown on the liability side, and in here also in this not for profit concern also it is shown on the liability side of the balance sheet as capital fund. Capital fund is created from capital income and by capitalizing surplus, if any. After making that income and expenditure account, if there is a surplus, that will be added to the capital fund. If net surplus is added in the capital fund and a deficit is deducted from the capital account. These are all explained. It's a repetition. Now additional information. Now outstanding and prepaid expenses. These all also explained in the explained in detail in chapter 11, but still I'm explaining that. Because see, this is going to be your base. ये base होता है कभी भी means जो when you are in coming to the practical life means in accounts या finance में जो आ जाएगा, then these are the things you should know. And if the base is strong, आप आराम से कर सकते हैं, you can do very easily. And if you are going to for higher studies also, this will help you. So outstanding and prepaid expenses. These things are very important. You should note that. Outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses are the expenses which are unpaid. That is clear. And when we are making that these adjustments, two effects should be given. These were explained earlier also in profit making organizations like sole trader and means proprietary concern, partnership concern, all these accounts, it is totally it is mentioned, it is explained in 11th standard. It was explained very well in detail. So again I am explaining this for the benefit of you. Outstanding expenses are the expenses which are unpaid. There will be two effects given while making the entry after making the income receipts and payments account, when making the preparing the final accounts. When making the final accounts, two effects should be given. Add outstanding amount in the concerned expenditure on the expenditure side of the income and expenditure account, means debit to the income and expenditure account. क्या करने का means जो, so for example it is outstanding salary, so outstanding salary will be added, means total salary paid and then add outstanding salary, that will be added and taken to the outer column, and then that outstanding salary will be taken to the credit liability side of the balance sheet as outstanding salary. Same way in our previous slide we we mentioned means 11 months rent paid 11 months. So the 12th month rent means that will be rent 11 months plus means add outstanding rent to that 12,000 rupees will is taken to the outer column, and this 1,000 rupees rent, outstanding rent, will be taken to the liability side of the balance sheet as outstanding rent. Now show outstanding expenses on the liability side of the balance sheet. Now prepaid expenses. So just opposite type of entry. Prepaid expenses are the expenses which are paid in advance, not due but paid in advance, or not for the particular current year, it will be paid for the next year, that is paid in advance. So two effects will be given same way. Deduct इसमें outstanding expenses में हम लोग add back किया, यहाँ क्या करेगा, deduct the prepaid amount from the concerned expenses or expenditure on expenditure side of the income and expenditure account. इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर का अकाउंट में से जो प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस है, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर 50,000 का जो इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम रहेगा, वो इंश्योरेंस प्रीमियम से 10,000 प्रीपेड रहेगा, तो minus 10,000, 40,000 will be taken to the outer column, and this 10,000 will be taken to the asset side of the balance sheet as a prepaid insurance or prepaid expense करके. Then show prepaid expense on the asset side of the balance sheet. Now accrued income or outstanding income. Accrued income और outstanding income जो फिक्स डिपॉजिट ये जो सब जो रहता है इसमें सब होता है, इन्वेस्टमेंट एक्सेट्रा इसमें से होता है. द इनकम विच इज अर्न ड्यूरिंग द ईयर बट नॉट रिसीव्ड, but has not been received during the year, it is an outstanding income. Two effects. Outstanding income is added in the concerned income on the income side of the income and expenditure account, and the outstanding income is shown on the asset side of the balance sheet, means income receivable. That is the thing. It's simple, it's very simple. Outstanding income is added in the concerned income on the income side of the income and expenditure account. It will be credited to the income and expenditure account, and outstanding income, that particular amount of outstanding means the income receivable is shown on the asset side of the balance sheet as accrued income or outstanding income करके, income receivable करके. Now income received in advance or pre-received income. It's the same thing. No, sometimes income is received during the year which is actually related to next year. Accrued income means any means अपना जो और outstanding income means any fixed deposit or investment उसमें जो income मिलना है but not मिला है, इट्स नॉट रिसीव्ड. इसके लिए वो हम लोग ने कैलकुलेट करके उसको ये किया, ऐड बैक किया. ठीक है, वो उसमें ऐड किया है और वो एसेट साइड में लिया है. सो इनकम रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस. लेकिन ये क्या है, ये इनकम अपने को मीन्स दिस इज रिसीव्ड, अपने को पब्लिक ने कोई पैसा दिया है, मीन्स जो इनकम मिला है, मीन्स दैट इनकम वी हैव ऑलरेडी रिसीव्ड बट इट इज़ नॉट फॉर द पर्टिकुलर ईयर. नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए एडवांस में पेमेंट किया है. That is pre-received income. This is not for the particular year. That this particular current year. ये साल का नहीं है, नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए, अगले साल का है, नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए है. वो इनकम अपने को ये करंट ईयर में, फॉर एग्जांपल वो कोई रहता है ना, मीन्स अभी कोई सोसाइटी करेगा तो मीन्स वो यहाँ नहीं रहेगा तो क्या करेगा, मीन्स जगह मीन्स जो उधर रहता है नहीं तो वो क्या करेगा, 1-2 साल के लिए जो वो पूरा चेक पेमेंट करके जाता है तो हर महीने में वो डिडक्ट करते जाते हैं. तो जो पर्टिकुलर अकाउंटिंग ईयर आ जाएगा उसका जो बैलेंस है वो कैरी फॉरवर्ड करता है. दैट मीन्स द इनकम ऑलरेडी मिल गया है इन एडवांस. तो पर्टिकुलर इनकम साल का ही, पर्टिकुलर ईयर का ही इनकम वो इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर में लेते हैं, बाकी का कैरी फॉरवर्ड करते हैं. लाइक दैट इट इज. समटाइम्स इनकम रिसीव्ड ड्यूरिंग द ईयर विच इज एक्चुअली रिलेटेड टू नेक्स्ट ईयर. इट इज़ इनकम रिसीव्ड बट नॉट अर्नड. वो साल का नहीं है, नेक्स्ट ईयर का है. इसके लिए वो इट इज़ नॉट अर्न ड्यूरिंग द ईयर, इट इज़ फॉर द नेक्स्ट ईयर. Now the same way, two effects. The amount of income received in advance is deducted from the concerned income in the income side of income and expenditure account and shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. मतलब income received in advance करके liability side में दिखाएगा. ये सब ऑलरेडी हम लोग ने एक्सप्लेन किया हुआ है इन डिटेल. अब बार बार वो यानी ये देख सकते हैं, दोनों ऑलमोस्ट सेम है. फॉर प्रॉफिट मेकिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और नॉट फॉर प्रॉफिट मेकिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दोनों का तो सेम ही है, टर्म्स तो सेम ही है. खाली ये जो है सम टर्म्स, सम जो अकाउंट हेड्स चेंज हो जाता है. ठीक है. सो सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस एंड आउटस्टैंडिंग सब्सक्रिप्शन. सब्सक्रिप्शन इज रेवेन्यू इनकम नॉट फॉर प्रॉफिट कंसर्न. इसमें this not for profit organization is not doing any selling activities. ठीक है, सेल्स नहीं करता है. वो क्या करता है, उसका फॉर एग्जांपल एक क्लब रहेगा, एक लाइब्रेरी रहेगा, एक समझो लाइक दैट ना, ट्रस्ट रहेगा. तो उसको क्या होता है, वो उधर वहाँ का रेवेन्यू क्या होता है, अभी स्पोर्ट्स क्लब का रेवेन्यू क्या होता है, सब्सक्रिप्शन होता है. वो मेंबर्स जो होता है, मेंबर्स आने के बाद में मेंबर्स से पीरियोडिकली मींस मे बी मंथली और क्वार्टरली और एनुअली, हाफ ईयरली या एनुअली जो सब्सक्रिप्शन वो मेंबर्स को देना पड़ता है उसका रनिंग के लिए, उसका जो खर्चा ये सब जो चलाने के लिए वो सब्सक्रिप्शन देते हैं. तो सब्सक्रिप्शन क्या होता है, सब्सक्रिप्शन इज़ द रेवेन्यू ऑफ this not for profit organization. Now subscription may be given periodically. All members has to pay subscription regularly. That is the revenue of the this particular concern. No, means this not for profit concern का, not for profit concern का revenue ये subscription है. तो subscription सब members देना पड़ता है. All members has to pay subscription regularly. It is credited to the income and expenditure account. A subscription can be classified as subscription of current year received in current year. मतलब करंट ईयर का सब्सक्रिप्शन, कोई रेगुलर जो मंथली जो रेगुलरली पेमेंट किया जाता है. ठीक है, एवरी रेगुलरली पेमेंट किया जाता है, उसके हिसाब से वो करंट ईयर में जो करंट ईयर का करंट मंथ में ऐसा पेमेंट किया जाता है. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ करंट ईयर रिसीव्ड इन करंट ईयर. नो सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ प्रीवियस रिसीव्ड इन करंट ईयर, मतलब वो लास्ट ईयर का जो आउटस्टैंडिंग मीन्स जो सब्सक्रिप्शन था, वो आउटस्टैंडिंग सब्सक्रिप्शन को ये साल में मिला है. दैट मीन्स वो साल में पेमेंट देने का वो साल में पेमेंट देने का था, दिया नहीं था तो आउटस्टैंडिंग रखा था. और प्रीवियस ईयर का सब्सक्रिप्शन करंट ईयर में मिल गया है, मतलब लेने का था वो मिल गया. लाइक मीन्स रिसीवेबल फ्रॉम मेंबर्स, या नहीं तो मेंबर्स से होता है रिसीवेबल फ्रॉम मेंबर्स, वो मेंबर्स पेमेंट देते टाइम में वो रिसीव्ड इन फॉर द प्रीवियस ईयर करंट ईयर में मिल गया है. Now subscription of next year received in current year. सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ नेक्स्ट ईयर रिसीव्ड इन करंट ईयर, मतलब कोई क्या होता है, अभी समझो वो 2 साल का साथ में देते थे समझो, तो वो नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए भी पेमेंट किया है, या कोई 5 साल के लिए देता, कोई 2 साल के लिए, कोई ऐसा देते हैं, या कोई मीन्स जो साल का देते जो हाफ ईयर का, या नहीं तो कभी 1 जनवरी को या 31 दिसंबर को, ऐसा कोई टाइम पे जो देते हैं. सो दैट पर्टिकुलर सब्सक्रिप्शन जो बाकी का जो सब्सक्रिप्शन है करंट ईयर का करंट ईयर में लेता है, बाकी का नेक्स्ट ईयर के लिए होता है, तो नेक्स्ट ईयर का जो होता है दैट मीन्स सब्सक्रिप्शन ऑफ next year received in current year. Then subscription of current year is outstanding, मतलब अभी for example this the any member paid subscription for 10 months, so 2 months का बाकी है, या नहीं तो 11 months का पेमेंट किया है तो 1 month का बाकी है. So that outstanding means subscription receivable from member, वो पेमेंट दिया नहीं है, 1 महीने का, 2 महीने का, 3 महीने का, जो भी है, वॉट एवर इट इज़, दैट सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीवेबल is not yet paid till the closing of the accounts. तो that is called subscription of current year. current year में मिलना था लेकिन नहीं मिला है, वो carry forward means वो outstanding subscription करके carry forward करेगा. Now I hope this 5 points is okay for this class. Hope it is clear for you. I think let us continue, means once again we will just go through this what we learned today. Some implied adjustments we learned. Okay, means it is very clear, means example मैंने जो बताया था, implied adjustments in receipts and payments account, some additional information is given regarding certain items, or कुछ items are hidden, or some implied or hidden adjustments are known as implied or hidden adjustments. Some adjustments which are not clear, वो काले ऐसा ही दिया रहेगा. For example rent for 11 months, तो वो 11 मंथ्स का जो दिया है तो 12 मंथ्स का मीन्स 1 महीने का बाकी है, दैट इज़ इम्प्लाइड थिंग, वो समझने का. 10% लोन फ्रॉम बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा तो 20,000 लोन टेकन ऑन पर्टिकुलर डेट दिया है, तो वो उधर से वो करंट ईयर का इंटरेस्ट को वो रेट का इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से वो लेके वो करंट ईयर का इंटरेस्ट को लेने का है, पेमेंट जो एक्सपेंडिचर को डेबिट करने का है, वो दैट नीड्स टू बी टेकन अकाउंटेड. और लीज होल्ड लैंड का जो दिया है वो कौन सा साल कितना साल के लिए, उतने साल से ये डिवाइड करके वो पर्टिकुलर ईयर का लेके कौन सा डेट को जो लिया है उसके हिसाब से वो पर्टिकुलर उसका एंट्री पास करने का है. देन सेल प्राइस ऑफ फर्नीचर, उसका फिक्स असेस का जो उसमें से नॉकआउट करने का है और उतना अमाउंट नॉकआउट करने का है, और बाकी का जो सरप्लस में यानी तो कैपिटल फंड में लेने का है. देन फिक्स डिपॉजिट का जो दिया है मीन्स कैसा है वो पूरा डिटेल में दिया हुआ है, और देन एडजस्टमेंट वो भी एकदम क्लियरली मेंशन किया हुआ है. देन एडजस्टमेंट्स इन फाइनल अकाउंट्स वो भी बताया था. आउटस्टैंडिंग इंटरेस्ट ऑन फिक्स डिपॉजिट 2005 शुड बी क्रेडिटेड टू इनकम एंड एक्सपेंडिचर अकाउंट एंड इट इज शोन ऑन द एसेट साइड ऑफ द बैलेंस शीट. ऐड टू द फिक्स डिपॉजिट और शो सेपरेटली ऑन द एसेट साइड ऑफ द बैलेंस शीट. Okay, that way it is. Okay, now then we learned capital fund. What is capital fund? And कैपिटल फंड में जो सरप्लस ऐड बैक करता है या डेफिसिट रहेगा तो डिडक्ट करते हैं. ये सब एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन आउटस्टैंडिंग एंड प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस का बताया है, और 2 इफेक्ट्स बताया है. प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस का बताया है, उसका भी 2 इफेक्ट्स बताया है. एक्रूड इनकम और आउटस्टैंडिंग इनकम, उसका भी 2 इफेक्ट्स बताया है. ठीक है, देन इट इज क्लियर, और यू कैन जस्ट रिवाइज अगेन एंड अगेन, मीन्स यू कैन ट्रैक बैक एंड जस्ट सी दैट. नो इनकम रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस और प्री रिसीव्ड इनकम, उसका भी 2 इफेक्ट्स बताया है. दैट सब्सक्रिप्शन रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस एंड आउटस्टैंडिंग सब्सक्रिप्शन, इसका भी 2 इफेक्ट्स मैंने बताया है. ठीक है, वो भी 2 इफेक्ट्स है. और टाइप्स ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ सब्सक्रिप्शन, sometimes it may be asked for 1 mark or 2 mark question, so you should be well aware of this. What is subscription, वो भी आपको समझना चाहिए. Subscription is revenue income of not for profit concern. These are members are paid regularly to the for the running of the or managing that organization or concern. Subscription may be given periodically. All members have to pay subscription regularly. It is credited to the income and expenditure account. And then types of subscription means classification. Subscription of current year received in the current year, subscription of previous year received in the current year, subscription of next year received in the current year, and subscription of current year is outstanding. These 5 points we described. I hope you understood, or if it not, you just read again and again, watch again and again. It is easy. It's not that much difficult. Now let us conclude this class. I request all my students to study regularly. This is my repeated thing. Repeated slide always means every end of this thing I will keep reminding you. Means this is means the more that means the more you brush, the more it shines. Like that is that policy it is. The more I motivate you, the more you will be charged, and you will be motivated, and you will study. That is the thing. Though I don't know who are the students, there are so many students online or recorded classes. So many students can take that advantage of this. If you don't understand, watch again and again, because I want my students to score full marks in the subject or just close to 100% mark, and that is possible. And most important, you all must make a strong base in the subject that decides your career. Oh, that is more important. ये जो अभी जो बेस जो बनाएगा मीन्स वो कंपेयर करके बताता है. When I am just explaining, there will be a professional attachment, because it's towards means when you go for when we are doing a CA, when you are going for an audit or something, these are the things which is going to help you. And while studying in for higher classes, these basic things are going to help you in very well, because this is a base, a foundation. Very strong foundation is necessary to make to carry any weight on that. Any number of floors can be made if the base is strong, foundation is strong. So please read again and again, learn and practice to achieve your life's goal. Now I request all my students and the viewers, please share the videos to reach more and more people, so that many students and public can take the benefit. Several students maybe may not be able to just afford private tuition classes, or even though if why to pay for this tuition classes. These are available on my YouTube channel, so it is very easy to access it and study it whenever, wherever, whenever and whatever time it is required. They can watch it. Only need either a laptop or a tab or a mobile. It is necessary while traveling also. When you are in a leisure time, when you are traveling, that time also you can see that, because you need a mobile and an internet. That is nothing. Nothing else is required. So you can just go to the YouTube and then see watch that particular section which is not understood. That you can read regularly. Class 1, say like chapter 1 to last, whichever subject, whichever topic, whichever part it is not understood, because of the chapter 1 it is given around 14-15 classes are there, and it is here in this not-for-profit organization there will be 5 to 6 or maximum 7 classes will be there. So whenever there is any doubt that particular segment, you have to start from the first to last, chapter 1 first from the beginning to end you have to learn. And in that case, if in that whichever portion is not clear, that you can read again and again. You can drag back, you can pause, you can listen again and again. Okay, that way you can make your base strong. Because India require too much of talented young people, skilled and highly skilled. This young workforce is required. Human manpower is required. So help each other to grow together for a better India, because the scope is too much. Don't miss the opportunity. Please subscribe if not subscribed yet, and share to your contacts. Thank you.